Hey there, it's Danny B from Danny B Tutoring, and today what we're going to do is we're going to do a geometry problem where we're going to find the missing endpoint of a line segment when we know one endpoint and the midpoint of the line segment. So I went ahead and took the liberty of making an endpoint here of y at 8, -3. The midpoint, which I've called m, is at 3, -5. Let's see if we can figure out where the other endpoint is. All right, so since the midpoint is smack dab in between the two endpoints of the line segment, that's going to tell me that x here is going to be somewhere over here, right? That way the midpoint m is right in between x and y. But I can find out exactly where it is, and I can do that one of two ways. You get to pick which way makes the most sense to you. All right, so using the graph, I'm going to think about taking a trip from the endpoint I know, y, to the endpoint I don't know, x. And I'm going to stop halfway at the midpoint, m. To make that trip, what I'm going to do is I'm going to have to go over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spaces and down 2 spaces to go from y to m. I had to go to the left 5 spaces and down 2 spaces. Now that's halfway. So I'm going to do the exact same trip to get to the other endpoint. So now from our midpoint, I go over 5 spaces to the left and down 2 spaces from that point. And I am now at the coordinates -2, -7. And that's where I can put my point here for x. And you should be able to see that that looks about right, that m is smack dab in between x and y. If I'm brave here, I'll go ahead and try to draw a line segment to show that. Make it a little bolder here. Okay, so from x to y, it goes right through m. M is exactly halfway. Now there's another way to do it, okay? Another way that you can do this is by thinking of going here with my endpoint y at 8, -3 and backtracking through the midpoint. If you notice, to do that, in the x column here, I go from 8 to 3, I had to subtract 5, okay? Then I would just have to subtract 5 again from the 3, and that would put me at -2. If I tried with my y values from -3 to -5, at that point I am subtracting 2. I'm trying to click the right buttons here. So once again, from my midpoint, I'm going to do the exact same trip. I'm going to subtract 2. And that's going to place me at -7. -5 minus 2, -7. And so those are the coordinates for x, -2, -7. I hope that helps.